What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Now, here's the deal. I gotta kind of calm it down just a little bit. We got some work going on outside, right outside my window for some weird reason, but whatever. Hey, today, I wanted to talk a little bit. You know what's funny, man? YouTube has changed over the years. I've been watching YouTube since '05, since it came out. I was in high school, freshman year of high school, and I've been, rocking with YouTube ever since. However, I didn't really have a channel back then. Like I didn't make content. So now that I'm making content, I mean, a lot of different things have been trending and everything like that. But what I want to do is I want to take it back. I want to do story time. Do you guys remember story time? You guys probably do. Today's story is going to be about the time that I had one of the craziest and scariest nights of my life. And it involves, I guess you would call it an edible. I'm not sure. So without further ado, let's get into the story.
Wow! Fire!
Now let's take it back. Let's take it back to circa 2017. Now I'm gonna try to keep everybody's names out of the video to keep it confidential. You know what I'm saying? But I had a good friend, and he used to, smoke a lot of doobies. He came from somewhere up north, and he, up there, that's what they did. And so he came down here and he adapted the same mantra. But somebody like me, I never did anything like that my entire life until this point. And I didn't plan on ever doing it. So I hung out with him for a lot. I hung out with him a lot over the years. Probably, I met him in 2011 or 2010, around that time, and I hung out with him almost religiously every day. We worked out together. We worked at the same place. We were almost inseparable. But he ended up getting married, and I'm gonna do a part 2 to this this story time, and it's gonna be a juicy one, right? It's gonna be good. But anyway, back to the story. So I was going through some things with my girlfriend at the time, who he was slightly related to, and I was going through some things, and I was having, I was very stressed out, and so he was like, listen, why don't you try some of this? Why don't you try this stuff I got? You like tea, right? I said, yeah, I drink green tea. And he was like, okay, well, what would you say if I could infuse some of this stuff into the tea that you so like, and you drink it, you have a good time? And I said, you know what? Fuck it. So on this fateful day, I go to his house after the gym. I went to the gym and I took pre-workout. Now I can't remember the name of the pre-workout at the time. I literally have not touched it since. That shit was insane. So I took the pre-workout. I'm hyped up on all the ingredients in the pre-workout, the beta-alanine, the caffeine, everything, the L-citrulline, all that stuff was just flowing through my body. I went and I picked up some Chipotle. If anybody knows me, they know I love Chipotle. So I went and I grabbed some Chipotle, and I get to his house, and at the time, Destiny was a huge video game. Everybody's playing Destiny back in the day. So we get over there, we're getting ready to play some Destiny, and he does his thing with the tea, and I drink the tea, right? And, I'm somebody that had never done anything like that before, so I should have had a small dose. Nope. It was like a glass bottle, this tall, full of tea. Look at that. That tall. Just full of it. Drank the whole thing. Just put it all back. So we're playing the video game, and I don't know what I'm supposed to feel like. I have no idea how I'm supposed to feel. I don't know if I'm supposed to be mellow. I don't know if I'm supposed to be, sleepy. I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. I'm judging off the reactions of all of my friends that had done stuff like that, how they used to react and stuff like that. So I'm playing the video game, and I just remember I felt fine, but I just remember him being like, I just remember hearing him go, hey, where are you going? And so I look back on the screen, and my character is up against the wall in the Pokemon. And I was like, oh shit, I had no idea what I was doing. I was like there, but I wasn't there. I must have just been zoned. Just shit was crazy. So then I started kind of feeling like hot, you know what I'm saying? His wife comes home, and we're all sitting in the living room, and you know, I'm like in and out, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like going up and down, and I can hear them like snickering and shit like that. So he goes, all right, so let's just watch some TV. So they turn on Jersey Shore. No, sorry, it wasn't Jersey Shore, it was Floribama Shore. And I'm laying on the couch, and I just remember busting out laughing, just dying, like, and it wasn't even nothing funny. I don't even think anything even happened on the TV. It probably was even a commercial, but I bust out laughing, and they start laughing at me. So now it's funny, and you know, I'm in and out, I'm up and down, I'm sleepy, I'm awake, I'm alert, I'm sleepy, I'm alert, and then this is where it starts to get shitty. So I start having like slight panic attacks, like my heart's just racing out of my chest. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, damn, I can't breathe. I'm like, yo, like this shit is insane, dude. And so I kept asking him, I'm like, am I gonna like puke or something like that? I don't feel right. Like this shit's crazy. He's like, you're not gonna puke. No, you shouldn't be puking. So, but he goes, just in case, here's this. He gave me this big ass Tupperware. It's like fucking this deep, like that wide. So he puts it next to me on the couch, and I'm laying down, sleeping, and I start fucking shivering. I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that, fam? And he was like, yo, like you're good, chill out. So, you know, I'm up and down, and then my heart starts going crazy. See, I didn't have an Apple Watch, so I couldn't tell you what my heart rate was, but that boy had to be close to 200 beats per minute. That shit was insane. I thought I was gonna die, so I start panicking. I started, oh, you killed me. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh shit. And he's like, you're not gonna fucking die. Calm down, right? So I'm trying my hardest to calm myself down. I can't do it. It's just my body is just going crazy. And then all of a sudden, I get real sleepy. I'm talking. And so I ass out. I go to sleep. Maybe I passed out. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I fucking wake up, and I felt like a robot. And I feel like my Chipotle coming up. I fucking said, grab the Tupperware, and I just get to going crazy. I'm just puking in the fucking thing, and both of them are looking at me like, and I'm just like, and so I'm like, yo, I thought you said I wasn't gonna puke. He was like, I didn't think you would. And so I'm freaking out even more. I'm like, you already told me I wasn't gonna puke. You also told me I wasn't gonna die. Am I gonna die? So he's like, you're not gonna fucking die. He goes, hey, you know what? Let's go outside. Let's go for a walk, right? So we get up, we go outside, and he lived on the 3rd floor. So we came down the stairs, and when we get into like where the parking lot area is, the fucking, like, I swear the world was doing this shit. And I'm like, oh shit. Don't like this. And that shit was going like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, yo, like, this is the afterlife. It has to be. That's the only explanation I could think of. So, he knows I'm athletic. He's also athletic. So we were like, yo, let's just run, race me. So we start running around doing stupid shit. Was that a good idea? No, not at all. So I'm running, and the world's doing, like, the ground is doing this weird shit. It's like, I don't know, I'm probably dating myself. It was a video game called Q*bert when I was growing up. It was on the NES, and it was Like the dimensions of the shit were just fucked up. That's what the world was looking like. So I'm running around and I can't fucking, that shit was crazy. So I finally feel, not okay, I was still feeling like shit, but I finally feel well enough to go back inside. So we go back inside, all the lights are off, and his wife is getting ready to leave. And so I get back on the couch and I'm sitting there, and my heart starts doing that shit again, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, y'all need to call my parents. I need help. Like, this is crazy. So I pass out, I fall asleep. Next thing I know, my dad is standing in the doorway of his apartment, and he's looking at me, and he's got this look on his face that's not, it's not like a disappointed look. It was a kind of like a, oh yeah, we can say it's a disappointed look. It was kind of like a, you fucking idiot. And he was doing this shit right here. I'm like, yo, my bad. So I called my sister. I texted my girlfriend at the time, which that's part of the next story. So stay tuned for that. No, I'm calling everybody I know, and I'm trying to, the fuck? Oh, they're doing that shit outside. So, I'm calling everybody I know, texting everybody I know, and I don't even know what I'm saying to these people because once again, I'm fucked up. So my dad, grabs me, takes me outside, down to where the car is, and his wife's sister, one of her sisters, are downstairs, and everybody else comes down. And when I tell you, I'm walking around in a circle, and they're all looking at me like, because apparently, this was what I was told, is I look like a zombie from The Walking Dead. I was just... So, my dad, he puts me in the car, and we're driving home, and all I can remember is looking up, like, as we're driving, like, looking through the windshield, and it looked like, you ever see a movie, and, like, when it depicts, like, what the drunk person is seeing, and it's, like, all super blurry, and the lights are all, like, fucked up? I'm seeing that, so I immediately just looked straight down at my shoes. I said, So I apologized to my dad. I said, I'm sorry. And he said, don't worry. He was like, ain't nothing wrong. He was like, you just fucked up. I was like, yeah, you right about that, goddammit. So fast forward to when I finally get home, and my mother is there, and I go and I lay in the bed, and I'm in the fetal position. I just remember being in the fetal position while I'm laying in bed. Next thing I know, it happens again. I fucking robot up. And I run to the bathroom, and I get to, but I didn't think I had any more Chipotle in my system. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm just, but this is the worst part about this part. So as I'm throwing up, I'm holding the toilet seat. My whole body just seizes up. I'm just, and I'm like, So I guess I finished yakking, and I managed to flush the toilet. And then I fall on my side, and I'm Mom! And she comes over, and she's like, what is going on? And I'm just in the bathroom, just, and she's like, and that's like cramped up. So I don't know, it's 2021. I'm not making fun of anybody. My body was just cramped up. Just had to preface that. So I'm locked up. She grabs alcohol. I don't know where she learned this from. My mom is a Jamaican woman. In Jamaica, they had home remedies for a lot of things. She comes in with alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. She gets to lathering my body up with, the top part of my body up with rubbing alcohol. And my freaking body, what? So now I do that whenever I start cramping up, I put alcohol. Where does she learn that? Mom, where'd you learn that at? Anyway, so finally my body, loosens up, and I go back into the bed, and I lay down and I go to sleep. Now, cliffhanger, I wake up the next morning around 8 a.m. and I'm not like hungover or nothing. I feel fine. It was weird. I felt amazing, but I wake up to a message on Facebook on my phone from a woman who has a familiar last name, and I will leave the story at that. If you guys want that story, you're gonna have to comment, subscribe, like the video. Actually, yeah, just go ahead and just like the video and let me know that y'all want that second part for that story, what happened, because it involves my girlfriend at the time. So go ahead and like that. Hey, and if you enjoyed this story time, let me know down in the comments below, because it's something I feel like I want to start doing. If you guys enjoy seeing it, I'll go ahead and I'll do more. I'm jam-packed with stories, man. These last few years have been a doozy. So yeah, that's been my story time. Craziest night of my life, scariest night of my life. I'll catch you guys on the next video.